Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. I'm your host, Chris Williams. And, well, I have a great show planned for us. But while we wait for people to gather in the chat, let me go off and show off some of my artwork for my upcoming graphic novel, Scumdogs, okay? Just give me a moment. And I'll get it right up for you guys to look at. This is going to be fun. Let's get this up here. That's just a moment. Yeah. All right. Let me go over here. Let me go to share screen. And here we go. Here is one of the covers for my upcoming graphic novel, Scumdogs, one of the variant covers. This is the Extreme 90s comics cover. You know, harking back to the Extreme 90s with a bunch of violence and mayhem. At least I'm trying to. It's a big battle right here, where you have the Scumdogs fighting their arch enemies. Now, what is Scumdogs and Dogs? Well, it's a parody of 80s cartoons and stuff. But that's just that. Scumdogs themselves in the book are basically a group of people who got powers to compete in sporting events, but were banned from sports, so decided to become supervillains. That's the Scumdogs. Here they're fighting their arch enemies, the Wild Rangers. Here we have Deathmug fighting his arch enemy, Bjork Starpoon. Deathmug is the purple guy with the silver mask over there. It's a skull face, so he's basically a parody of Skeletor from He-Man, but he's also a parody of villains from other 80s cartoons. Plus, he's purple like the Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And you see him fighting Bjork Starpoon, the guy with the pink pompadour hair over there. Looks pretty good. Bjork Starpoon is a parody of Duke from G.I. Joe, as well as Buck Rogers. He's a parody of the basic space Captain Archer type. You know, those heroes who captain their ships and basically do daring do in outer space. He's a parody of that. Now you can see the other Wild Rangers as well. The guy over here with the mohawk, that's Roadhog. This bald guy over here with a gun, that's Beach Pounder, you know, the bald guy in blue with the gun. And that guy back there in that vehicle, having lightning shooting at him, firing off his vehicles back there, the guy in red, that's Blast Tank. So I said those guys. Let me get up some more artwork for us to look at, and then we'll be, all right. Get this up here. Let me explain who my characters are in my graphic novel to you guys, so you know who you're going to be rooting for and having fun with. Just a moment, let me get it up here. And there. This is Girl Friday, but she's no Girl Friday. She works under Bjork Starpoon because her superiors in the Space Forces assigned her to the Wild Rangers to watch them. Mainly the Wild Rangers, while they get the job done, are just highly destructive and destroy everything around them, but they do get the job done, so they put Girl Friday there to make sure to point them in the right direction, to basically so they can go after their enemies and basically keep the casualties and collateral damage to a minimal. That's Girl Friday, and she really hates Bjork Starpoon. She just hates that her job now is basically watching the Wild Rangers. Well, you can read about her in my graphic novel when you get it and stuff, which is currently on Indiegogo in a pre-launch phase to see how much support I can get for it. Go over to Indiegogo, put in Scumdogs, go to my pre-launch page, sign up. The first 100 backers get a free poster of Bjork Starpoon. Now here we have Deathmug's idiot cronies, his two henchmen, because in the 80s, every villain in a cartoon would be served by idiots, and these are his idiots. The blue guy with the top hat is Murdermouth, while the pink guy down here is Sloppy. They're basically a parody of Bebop, Rock, and Rocksteady from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, as well as every idiot from an 80s cartoon that you've seen. Over here we have Hair Metal Doctor. He's a parody of Dr. Mindbender from G.I. Joe. He's a mad scientist crossed over with a hair metal musician. Basically, you see him rocking out with lightning coming out of his guitar. He does mad science while basically singing hair metal songs. Well, he does mad science while being a hair metal musician anyway. Or should I say it like this? He does mad science while being a hair metal musician. All right, here we have Miss Breasty Melons. She's a parody of the Baroness from G.I. Joe, but unlike the Baroness, she's a party girl. She loves to have fun, and she became a villain just for the fun of it. All right, let me go over here. Good. We have one person watching. That's just good. Let me go over here, get this up right here. All right. Just good. Perfect. Now let's maybe go over here now. Got that done. Over on Kickstarter, let's see if there are any new Indiegogos up. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see anything too new. Let's go over here. All right, Star Trek has made $1,965. Not bad. Let's see. 94 has made 4,442 with 8 days left. Bad either. Cthulhu Invades Oz, now funding through in demand, has made 25,000. Sovereign Wolf, Clandestiny has made 11,442. That's good there. All right. Wirehead graphic novels made 9,601, and it's now funding through in demand. Going good. Let's see. Snowman has made 41,000 already. That's good. Okay, let's look at some Indiegogos now. Let's look at Rainbow the Brute, which has made 284,627.
New from All Caps Comics, Rainbow the Brute, the last real man in fairyland. A tale of prismatic pain, a spectrum of brutality, and a pretty good dad. Choke slam a unicorn by backing it today, only on Indiegogo. New.
All right. Rainbow the Brute is a good-looking comic book. It's made quite a bit of money. You can buy the book for only $25, but you have a choice of several variant covers. You have Rainbow the Brute regular edition. You have these other covers as well. So all of it looks pretty damn good. You also have a choice of some to back these other books as well, like Cool Story Bro and the horse book of the horse book as well. You see it over here. My Girthy Stallion. You can back that. 2 extra comic books as well as Cool Story Bro. You can back that as well. Each of them are $25 as well, so that's a pretty good thing. Now, you can get the Beefcase edition where it's $200, but you get everything that's being offered for this campaign, which is just good. And it looks damn good. That's Rainbow Brute there. Rainbow the Brute. All right. All right. What else to say? Oh, yeah. It comes, the stretch goals have, well, a lot of them have already been made and stuff. Let's talk about them. At $100,000, all versions of Rainbow the Brute will have a beautiful prismatic covers. At $150,000, My Girthy Stallion will have a chromium cover. At $200,000, all executive Beefcase Beckers will receive a bonus black and white line art edition Ashcan of Rainbow the Brute. At $250,000, all Beckers will receive unbearable scratch, stickers. All executive Beefcase Backers will receive a bonus Rainbow the Brute Dazzling sticker. At $300,000, all executive Beefcase backers are getting a Rainbow the Brute thermos. And as you can see, it's getting closer and closer every minute. It's already made $284,627. It's got 16 days left. And that is, wow, that's a lot of money already. And this is only in its first 30 days. So that's good right there. Ooh. All right, let's see this. Maybe not. All right. Let's see over here. Let's look at Wirehead, which is now funding through in demand, so it's done very well. Let's go over here, December 10th. All right, let's do this. It's made you can back this book for $20. The Wirehead graphic novel itself is $20, but you have other perks you can get as well. You can get T-shirts and stuff as well as that. So it's all good. But the price for this book is pretty reasonable for this 80-page comic, and it looks good. Let's look at this.
Something is lurking in the Pocono Mountains, and it's coming for you. No one knows where it came from, or who it will get next. Wirehead. This October comes a new tale in fantasy terror. Wirehead.
And Wirehead looks like a pretty good horror graphic novel. You can get it for a variety of perks. You can get the Wirehead Laboratory Access, $50. 2 copies of Wirehead, one signed by Robert and Michael with a head sketch by Michael O'Shea inside the graphic novel, and one signed no sketch, plus exclusive trading card, 6x9 art print, sticker 1, and a signed copy of Blood Realm, Volume 1 and 2, Giants. Wirehead. You can also get the updated. All featured perk backers will see the exclusive fan art booklet collecting all of the incredible Wirehead fan art. This is available as an add-on as well. A digital version of the book has been added as a perk, as well as a fan favorite Blood Realm T-shirt. And it collects all the fan art, and you see some of it right here. It just looks great. As I was explained before, Wirehead is basically, what if Jason Voorhees was a Terminator? Basically, it's a robot that's chasing down teenagers in the woods and killing them. It's basically, as it says, it's basically, this is just a new slasher. It's basically based on the slasher movies of the 80s, much like the Terminator was. But this is just having an actual Terminator robot going around killing teenagers. And that sounds pretty good for a horror comic. And it looks awesome with some great artwork. That's Wirehead. It's made quite a bit of money, and it's just going to make more. But you can still back it now, so I suggest you do. Let's see this. Let's go to Kickstarter and see if there's anything fun. There's Steven Rhodes games. I could go over here. Maybe. All right, let's get this. Let's do this. All right. Let's look at Billy Bust Up. This is a great looking 3D platformer. And this trailer looks awesome, so let's go look at it.
You've been nothing but a thorn in my side since day one. But after Tokyo, the great denial not. Be outdone. Welcome to Grand Tokyo Spectacular. Enter in the pound. Please excuse my
I wish that computer that that's on top of me.
Going down.
Hangers.
I've had enough of you. So time to be my puppet on a string. I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little muppet plaything.
Come on, there. Alright. We'll go this way.
Now, the audience is thirsty for fun. Time to run. Cause now your denouement has already begun. That means you're done. We could both be pirates on the sea. Swap the deck and play part 3. But the more you pay,
But it doesn't look like your style of comfort. You know why? It's,
I've had enough of you. So time to be my puppet on a string. I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little muppet. Plaything.
All right, that was Billy Bustup. As I said, it looks like a great looking 3D platformer, like that, made by, well, this is an independent, as well, this is from an independent artist and, well, makers of game makers. So yeah, no big, no, well, you know, mainstream video game makers here. So but it looks pretty damn good. It looks just as good as anything made from them. So yeah, Billy Bustup looks like a great game with some interesting designs and characters. It looks fun. Let's see this. Go over here. All right. Let's see this over here. What else to look at? Let's see. Look at some other stuff. What to look at? Let's go to video games. All right. All in video games. And keep having some more fun here. Ooh, what do we have here? Overbuilt. Space to continue. It's couch co-op building game for 1 or up to 4 players. An endless shooter with a 8-bit art style that will cure your boredom. Let's look at this. This looks like fun. It says 16 days to go. It made $39, which is gold, $7. That is that it? It's for $39, and this is all we have. Never mind. Just a moment, folks. I'll be right back.
the dirty rice is ready.
All right, folks. It was just a moment I had to do something. Let's look at Overbuilt here. It's made 118 pledged, 1 funded, 16 days to go. Going for $12,000. Let's see if this looks good. Huh. All right, they're building a building here and stuff. Doesn't look, it's not bad looking, but looks somewhat good. As I said, it looks somewhat good. Yeah, it looks. Let me see that again. Huh? All right, let's. Well, maybe. All right, this doesn't look too bad. Let's go down here. Free demo. Try free demo. Play with levels. You are a team of workers with a very demanding boss with a global business. He likes to work on very different projects, from skyscrapers in New York to a resort in Africa or in an old temple in Japan. Okay. Levels. Overbuilt. A cadet coach co-op building video game for 1 or up to 4 players working as a team to build what your boss wants. Okay. I can see it. Not too bad. It looks interesting. But let's move on to something else. Let's see if anyone's still watching us. Good, we're watching us. Hit that like button for me, will you, folks? And Oswells, please share this video. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Facebook. Share it anywhere. As well as go over to Indiegogo and please basically sign up on my pre-launch page for my graphic novel Scumdogs. Okay, just go to Indiegogo, put Scumdogs in, and go to there and sign up. Now let's go over here. Maybe look at some more Indiegogo. See if any new ones have come up. Let's see, there's the Dragon Guard I could look at. Let's go look at this. Look at this. This is pretty good, huh? And watching this comic book is pretty much fun. You can still back the Dragon Guard for $25. You have a variety of different covers. Okay, I meant actually, yeah. $25, that and stuff like that. It's still funny and in demand, but you should go back it while you have the chance. It's a good book. Now, not this well, maybe find something else to look at. Now I could go over to Disney Star Wars is Dumb. Have some fun there. And the construction, the deconstruction. Did Lucasfilm swipe artwork for its Investor Day panel? You can watch the full panel here. And posting this on Twitter. It looks like she's about to be enveloped. Phantom Zone. Yeah, it looks like the thing from Superman, doesn't it? From the Phantom Zone thing. Yeah. To which the unworded design responded, did they lift that from No Man's Sky fan art? Oh, does look like it, doesn't it? EU authors drunk on Disney trilogy. Star Wars author Kevin J. Anderson tweeted the following: just watch all 12 episodes by Wolves, and what is a mismatch of so many confusing things with no thorough line. Like Ridley Scott did one episode, then Ryan Johnson changed all the rules, then J.J. Abrams changed it all again. Where have I seen that before? Where's Ryan? Top stars disillusioned with Star Wars. Recently, I came into contact with an artist who produces Star Wars art for Tops. Art and Geeky from the Middle of America, sketch artist for Top Star Wars Upper Deck. How did he become a fan of Star Wars? I was 3 years old in 1977, saw it in theaters several times. My parents bought me the toys and continued to take me to the films as they were released and re-released. Original trilogy era kids from the start. So what kind of artist are you now? How did you become one professionally, and what kind of mediums do you work in? And how did you become one professionally? Did you train, go to school, self-taught, etc.? Art has always been a hobby for me. I grew up wanting to be a comic artist, but ended up doing music instead. The professional art didn't really start for me until the last 5 years. I have a friend who was an artist and connected me to the trading card world. I had always been dreamed of drawing licensed Star Wars and Marvel comic characters. My friend opened up the world of sketch cards and trading cards and encouraged me to work on a portfolio and hone my craft. I started posting my art to Instagram, and people would randomly ask how much to buy my sketches. When that started happening, I decided to assemble the portfolio and submit my two Top Star Wars and Upper Deck Entertainment Marvel. My first invitation was to draw sketch cards for the movie Clerks. Then I was invited by Topps to sketch for the Rogue One released in 2016. Medium-wise, I used a lot of Copic ink and colored pencils. Love doing classic line work, comic style as well. Oh, and yeah, self-taught. Itchy, so what is your relationship with Topps? Are you a freelancer, contractor, or a regular employee? Geek man, freelancer who signs the contracts for projects that are offered and accepted. So you've been excited to draw Star Wars for Topps up until a certain point. Can you tell me what that point was and why that is? There were a few factors. Luke Skywalker, it started post The Last Jedi when we finally had the opportunity to see Luke Skywalker potentially pass along what he learned to the next generation, only to see him be something completely different. For me, it was a complete wiping away of his story arc from the OT. I tried to like The Last Jedi, but ultimately after a few reunions, I realized it was not at all something I enjoyed. In fact, I hated. Legacy characters in comics and books. The impression I was getting was an attempt by the B creators to fundamentally change characters that we have known for decades, whether it be Han, Deadbeat Dad, the relationship between Han and Leia, that seeing them together in The Force Awakens was disheartening. Lando and Solo, his affection towards droids was uncharacteristic to the Lando we grew up with. These types of examples really shifted my desire to consume sequel era things. Creators, when some of my fellow contributors to this Star Wars brand began blacklisting other Star Wars creators and fans for vocalizing their dislike of the direction of the ST book, it impacted me as well. No longer was Star Wars just a brand that any person with any political fiction could enjoy, but it became a prejudice for creators to wage a culture war while silencing longtime fans from any part to the licensing brand. It wasn't about story or Star Wars that became important, but how are creators using the brand to influence our society with politics and culture that half of its fan base doesn't care for? When I ran across a block on social media from the creator who contributed to the brand, I decided I was done supporting the products they were helping produce. All of these factors brought me to a place of finding no joy or contributing anything to the new Star Wars content. My greater joy was producing art from the prequel era, OT era, Clone Wars, basically George's Star Wars pre-Disney purchase. If I am invited to create art for a product that is sequel trilogy, characters, and vehicles, only I've turned them down. Itchy, so you're still so you still produce art for Topps? And if so, what content exactly do you produce? Do you turn down any work? Geekman, I have not produced art from them since my 2019 Rise of the J Black and White set, but I still get invitations to produce on sets. Most recent invite was the Mandalorian trading cards. I haven't produced anything in 2020, passed on all the invites this year. However, should I get invites to 2021 and the project allows for art from prequel OTRs, I would seriously consider participating again. Itchy, do you accept any projects that invite Disney or Star Wars subjects? I passed on the Rise of Skywalker sets because we were allowed to draw sequel era characters. We were only allowed to draw sequel era characters. I've drawn on sets that allow us to draw any era, so not when the requirement is only drawing from Disney era. Yeah, I can see that. Itchy, how do you react when you pass on an invite? Geekman, KS Geekman, they don't. It's really pretty uneventful. They email and I either don't answer to just say pass. Topps doesn't really care. They have a pool of artists they choose from, and there are so many people out there who are chomping at the bit to be invited. They don't have problems getting people. They just struggle getting quality artists who can also meet deadlines. Yeah. The way it works is Topps has a license for Star Wars. They contract artists. We submit our scans to be approved by Lucasfilm, so we, as Topps artists, aren't working directly with Lucasfilm. So we are contacted by Topps for the project. The Topps art director directs with Lucasfilm, and the director selects artists and sends out invites with contracts. Itchy, so I want to go back to your reasons for no longer being excited to work on Star Wars. With regards to number one, the treatment of Luke Skywalker, Disney Star Wars Insider Pro, who now writes for Clanfish TV's Pirates and Princesses. Once Art wrote in August that certain lead individuals at Lucasfilm had purple disdain for Luke. Yeah. Has there been any experience as well dealing with your colleagues? KS Geekman, I can't say that I've seen palpable disdain for Luke from fellow artists. I have, however, experienced fellow artists blocking me on social media when I express my opinion of the Luke and The Last Jedi. They don't want to tell me why other than you're just too negative. It's like politics. The Last Jedi broke fandom relationships and the creator relationships, and this was the Instagram post I did that caused some of my fellow artists to block me on socials. All right, let's go down here. I really wanted to love it. I knew my first viewing of something was off, but I refused to admit. I convinced myself the second time around that this is what Star Wars needed to progress in the future. If you've read my hashtag, you can see in the video I tried to be fair. I even tried to defend certain aspects in my defense. There were things I didn't like and address them, but I was still clinging to hope. I couldn't say it and refused to until episode 9. So here it is. And crazy for me to say it. I don't like The Last Jedi. There, I said it. What changed watching it at home? What I don't like the premise: Holdo, Poe, Hux, Foes, Kano, and Bright Boom Boy, Secret Rebel Disorder, Decoder, and Rings. And I hate saying it. Luke, I loved Mark's patience, but I wrestled with his reaction to his nephew after having been through the events of the original trilogy, delivering his father from the dark side. I just can't buy into how far they took Luke. Personally, I think it was a mistake to go the route they took. It was visually stunning. I actually liked Rey and Kylo just too much bad for me to ignore now. Now it's just my opinion, so I feel free to enjoy the snide of this film if you love it. It just didn't connect ultimately with me. It's been a long road to get here, and I am open to changing my mind. Especially if an episode 9 puts a nice bow on this, giving 8 more weights, but I really don't even have a desire for 9 now. And episode 5 and 2 give me that. So there, I just said it. I was wrong. Thanks to your patience, what about you still love about it? Love it more, or are you like me? Yeah, pretty much like that. Guy didn't like it and got blocked. Yeah, Let's read some more about this. So you mentioned that Star Wars, well, Itchy, so you mentioned that Star Wars creators have been blacklisted. Do you know how many of them have been blacklisted? Do they know what they've been through blacklisted? And is this a problem exclusive to Topps or since the Max Lucasfilm or errors like Deal Ray or Marvel? KS Geekman, I do not know. I go to the Rebel Force Radio Progress War of Summer 2018, seeing the international campaign over by Brian Young, derived RFR from the podcast stage at that year's celebration, and have been booted from the Star Wars website podcast page, was the greatest example, and also the campaign to get their sponsors removed themselves from the RFR using the Force Out hashtag. That's really the example I think of. Yeah. Itchy, you mentioned that this blacklisting impacted you. How exactly did it impact you and in what way? KS Geekman, seeing people intentionally hurt the livelihood of others can lead to my lack of enjoyment in Star Wars. Yeah. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, it sounds like some stuff is happening. People are getting angry. Professionals are getting angry and basically leaving Star Wars and letting other people, less talented people, make new Star Wars products. So in the long run, that's going to bite Star Wars badly because no one's going to want to look at some mediocre artwork. I mean, honestly, this sounds like very bad. I mean, it's just getting Itchy. So do you think that this started with The Last Jedi and not right at the beginning with Lucasfilm was first sold to Disney? KS Geekman, you say, why do you think this started? Are you asking why much I just like Disney Star Wars? Personally, I started then as versus the start. Itchy, do you mention? You mentioned in your first issue of your reasons that all of this started with post The Last Jedi, or did that person pertain just to this treatment of Luke, not the blacklisting? KS Geekman, yeah, that's pertaining to the treatment of Luke. I've not seen or experienced at a professional level personally any blacklisting with regards to Topps purchase. My reference to blacklisting was with regard to specific situations like Chasing Jimmy from First World Radio dealt with back in 2018. I can't speak of record confirm anything like that from Topps at all. Yeah. So yeah, I was speaking specifically to my personal distaste for Disney's specific sequel trilogy, going post The Last Jedi with members with the treatment of Luke. My main three reasons was not designed to draw a sequel trilogy. The way they made Luke, the way they treat and change lazy characters, the way creators don't have treat fans and co-creators. To it simply, it's not very juicy, just a lifelong. It's not very space, just a lifelong fan who happens to have been working on Star Wars license when it took a giant nosedive in 2017. Some would say 2015, and I wouldn't really disagree with them saying here is 5 years later. All right. Okay, so did you follow any of the recent comments from Star Wars author J.W. Winchler about his disaffection with Lucasfilm after Disney took it? So what are your thoughts about it? KS Geekman, I did hear a couple of interviews. His story is intriguing. I wish they could say more. I don't think we'll ever get the true making of material from any of the modern Star Wars like we did in George Lucas. I'm grateful J.W.'s Winchler's archive work for the original trilogy. Issued back in 2018, the legendary sound effects of Ben Brutt was interviewed to publicize the first sound documentary. Ben Brutt said the following: Brutt, who grew up in Jamesville and graduated from nursing school, and worked on the sound of every Star Wars movie right after 1977, original episode 4, and he hoped J.J. Abrams' film The Force Awakens. Yes, he wasn't involved in 2016's Rogue One or Rian Johnson's Last Jedi. It was December, and still doesn't know why. I don't know. Maybe if there's bad blood, he told Fair magazine recently. I was just never consulted or hired to do any of them. And where was I again? Hope Jameson, the first ones. Yeah, he was involved. I don't know if there's bad blood. He told Vanity Fair magazine recently. I was just never consulted or hired to do any of them. I didn't know if there was bad blood. He told Vanity Fair magazine recently. I was never consulted or hired to do any of them. No one's ever told me why. No, I was told on the new regime. I was just told, just stay in your room, make sounds, and just send stuff to us. We'll decide what to do. Let me get this up. All right. But also worked on it as an editor and second unit director in addition to the sound director for George Lucas' prequels. So the new game regime, which began with The Force Awakens, was a demotion. He also said being forced to go through more people discuss what would happen, doom the whole process. Yeah, it did doom it, didn't it? This is supposed to be all Geek Man. It's pretty shocking to know you have the creators of the sounds of Star Wars willing and available to contribute to your films, only to have him sit on the sidelines. I can guarantee a success. I can understand a desire to invest in the future of the IP that you purchased if I were making decisions. I would want to translate while capitalizing on the wealth of knowledge and leadership available to me. It would have been made more sense to use the first 5 years of filmmaking as that bridge from the past to the future. It makes me sad to think that these legends are not being able to create while they're still available. Yeah. Bad. I mean, look at this artwork. Itchy recently, I interviewed Dennis Parham, who was the former personal assistant to Anthony Daniels. He has also conducted numerous interviews with minor Lucasfilm notables, including authors, artists, bit players, crew members, etc. He mentions that Lucasfilm became very difficult to work and communicate with after Disney took over. Even just getting people to answer his inquiries became a monumental task. Do you have any similar experience with this? Geek Man, no, I don't work directly don't work directly with Lucasfilm at all. Just contract artists for tops whenever I'm working on Star Wars project. Itchy, have you been following the recent dust-up over Alan D. Foster, Charles and Megan J. not getting royalties due to them from Disney, which spawned the hashtag Disney must pay? If so, what are your thoughts? Is anyone else having difficulty getting paid that you know of? Chaos Geekman, I'm aware of these situations, but not educated enough on the legalities of them. The legalities aside, it's pretty bad in my opinion that they chose not to continue to honor whatever agreements that were made prior to Disney purchase. These artists have no way of fighting for their rights against a behemoth like Disney. All around it seems like the transition could have done much better to the legacy of Star Wars, its creators, and its business principles. I'm not aware of any of the others not getting paid. How far does this go down? All right, run us through it. All right. Itchy, so I wanted to ask you about Jordan Mason. He's the official Star Wars artist for Topps. He has a notorious presence on Twitter where he routinely makes all kinds of divisive political comments we're talking about here. Have you had any direct interaction with him, and have you commented about him on his online behavior? Chaos Geekman, looking for those on his profile. My assumption is he's just like me. He gets constantly by Topps to do projects. So he probably does sketch cards from when he's invited. I never interacted with Jordan at all. My philosophy is this: people can have their own personal opinion about politics and culture. But when creators take to social media sharing about how people who have different viewpoints are every racist or phobe known to man, you're hunting the brand you represent, expressing a belief that it is fine if you're willing to deal with the political consciousness of anything in the last 5 years have reversed. You're hurting the brand, expressing a belief in is fine if you're willing to deal with the potential consequences. If anything, the last 4 years have revealed an incredible inability for creators on the left to be able to be human with others who don't think they do. They forget half the country just push the products and don't believe in the same. Yep. Itchy, I understand you do commissions. How can fans contact you to purchase your art, commission a new piece of art? Tell us about where he gets it and stuff like that. All right. Itchy, one last question. Do you think people react to this interview? Geekman, that's a good question. You think anyone who has followed me on social media or taken time to ask my thoughts would be surprised by my answers? I have no doubt someone will not like that at all. I actually answered your call. Everyone knows Ichibaka. It's called, all right, let's go over here. Two people watching. Let's go look at some more of this. Let's look at U.S. Assassin, right? Let's look at his trailer.
U.S. Assassin returns with an all-new 50-page blood-soaked novel written by Mark Fulton, co-creator of Graveyard Shift, featuring artwork by rising superstar Blake McMahon. New villains unite to take on Joe Knight, a story inspired by the raid to Bruce Lee's Demon Death. Plus, learn the secrets of Project U.S. Assassin. Who is the mysterious Sensei Steel? All this in a book one reprint featuring a stunning cover by Mark U.S. Assassin.
Yep, that's U.S. Assassin. You can back this book as well as get a reprint with a new cover of the original U.S. Assassin, book 1. Book 2 is $25 as well as the reprint for $25. You can get both of them for $50. For $50, so that's pretty good. But you can also get the triple threat, which is that you get both books plus a copy of from the original campaign of U.S. Assassin Book 1 with the original cover, all for $75. That is just good. Look at this artwork. That is beautiful. Yeah, U.S. Assassin, Inner Zero Face is a good-looking book. Go back it. It looks like fun. Now, let's look at this stuff. Let's go down here. We looked at that. Let's go down here. Let's look at Elisa Dark, Werewolves and Bomb Bots.
The ghosts are moving tonight. Rest tonight. Rest tonight.
All right. That was fun, huh? That was Elisa Dark. Get the new issue 3 of her series here. The complete story in one complete campaign. Elisa Dark is back in the 52-page conclusion to Werewolves and Bomb Bots. Elisa Dark is a supernatural heroine in the tradition of Bronze Age horror characters from the pages of Vampirella, Aerie, and House of Hammer. The 2 36-page comics and one giant-sized 52-page conclusion bring you 124 pages of fear-filled fun. Elisa Dark, she's pure chaos, by the way. Giant-sized conclusion. Looks like great artwork. You can get all 3 books for $60 and stuff like that with all three issues. Or you can back for issue 3 for only $19. So that's just good there. That's Elisa Dark. It looks like fun there. Well, let's look at some more campaigns and stuff like that. Let me also see this. 6 people have hit that like button. Thank you. Continue hitting that like button for me, okay? As well as please go and share this on social media, okay? Share it on Twitter. Share it on Facebook. As well as go over to Indiegogo. When you're on Indiegogo, go and look for Scumdogs. Or rather, go to Indiegogo, put Scumdogs in, go to my pre-launch page. It'll take you take you to it. And sign up for my graphic novel. The first 100 backers get a free poster of Buick Star added and stuff. Let's go down here. So this. Look at Titan Mouse. Maybe later. Replicator 3, Mutants vs. Machines is doing well. There's very good. There's Tales from the Netverse. Not bad. There's Mortal Worlds. Let's look at that. Just a moment, folks. I'm just making sure this. Yeah, this campaign is still going, so that's pretty good. All right, that's Mortal Worlds. It looks pretty good. It's a great looking book with some great looking artwork. Let's see, Mortal Worlds graphic novel. Well, $28. Looks good. I gotta love the way it looks. Look at that. Just a classic looking comic there. Now let's go over here. Let's go to well, Tales from the Netverse. Let's look at this.
Tales from the Netverse. This ongoing anthology collection of stories introducing characters within the Netverse and are all connected to the main series, Nat the Merc. This 64-plus page perfect-bound anthology series collects short stories introducing Nat, Milani, Rose, Zed, and other characters within the Netverse that you'll get to know and love in this prelude. This volume contains 2 previously published Nat stories, as well as the previously published Alita Rose stories, introducing you to those characters. In addition, you'll also be receiving 2 brand new stories by Simon Sim Poitier. Royal Rumble, colored by Seven Legions Michael Beacon. Also, Nat and Zed, colored by Spartan Scotsman of Xenotype. Arm up!
All right, that was Tales from the Netverse. This has made $5,461. It's pretty good. Tales from the Netverse, like you heard, is basically a compilation of all the Nat the Merc stories. And it also has a couple of new ones, so that's pretty good. You can get this book for $25, but you can also get it in the Sim Pack, where you get, the creators' previous campaign, Blood Hunt, plus Tales from the Netverse, all for $55. That's a pretty good price for both books. Go back them. That's Tales from the Netverse is still funding in demand, so that's good. All right, there's mechanicals. There's Fatal. What else to look at? There's Florida Man. Our friend Mike Burns' book, Florida Man, is still funny. It's already made quite a bit of money. Go back it if you wanted to. It's on Indiegogo. Let's see. Shadow Century Book 1, Into the Eternal. Maybe I'll look at this. It's made $21,385, and that's just good. You can back this book. Shadow Century comic regular cover, $20, or you can get a variant cover for $25. So that's pretty good there. Let's see, Shadow Century. Let's go up here just real quick. Oh, we have 2 people watching us. Please hit that like button for me, okay, people? As well as please go and share this out on social media. You know, share it out on Twitter, share it out on Facebook. As well as go over to Indiegogo and please look up please go and back my the pre-launch page of my own Indiegogo, Scumdogs. Just go to Indiegogo, put Scumdogs, and go to my pre-launch page, sign up for it. The first 100 backers get a free poster of Buick Starboom. Now let's go over here. Let's look at this. All right, that was Shadow Century. Book 1, Into the Eternal. It looks pretty damn good, doesn't it, folks? As I said, you can back this book. It looks pretty good. Yeah, it's been out there a while, so yeah, go and check it out on Indiegogo. It just looks good. Let's see. The Rascals has made $1,505, so that's good. Let's take a quick look at that, or maybe we'll look at Chronicles of Calamity. Let's look at Chronicles of Calamity. This which made $6,182. Let's see this. Now, I already backed for this book, and I can't wait to see it. It's going to be coming out soon, I think. So I'm happy about that. So let's look at this.
Take heed, junior adventurers, for it be the Chronicles of Calamity. The mighty tales of everyone's favorite incompetent adventurers will soon be available to hold in your hands. In this wondrous comic book adventure, filled to the brim with action, magic, and assholes. Straight from the tales of the Authors and Dragons podcast, join a host of unlikely heroes as they fight evil for fame and profit. Might, magic, morons. In this sumptuously illustrated tome, you'll meet seedy bards, gentle-hearted barbarians, insane paladins, inept rogues, and sexually attractive monks. foul-mouthed and barely qualified, the first issue sees our heroes united by unlikely circumstances. A demonic invasion. Can they defeat the evil and survive the night, or will they fuck everything up? Maybe both. For just a handful of your mortal monies, you could have the first issue of this ongoing saga delivered directly to your peasant hovel. Illustrated by John Luther Davis, colored by John Segura III, and created and adapted by the Authors and Dragons crew. Be sure to back this exciting and somewhat titillating enterprise today.
And that was Chronicles of Calamity, a good-looking book. I can't wait to read it and stuff. You can back this for a variety of different, I guess there's only one perk left. You can still get Junior Adventure Bundle, $30, print copy of issue 1, sticker pack, signed character portraits. I did pretty well and got a copy of it, and I'm happy it's going to be coming to me soon. I really want to read it. All right, there's the Buckler, which has made 5,882 with 23 days left. So that also looks good. It's got some great artwork. As I said, you can back this book as well as the Buckler graphic novel for $30. And it has some good artwork. There are a variety of other perks you can back as well. But look at that cover. It looks awesome, huh? Then we go over here. Now we're 1 minute in. We're doing pretty well. Yeah, you can go back to the Buckler and all that. All right, let's look down here. Maybe find some more stuff to look at. There's Vitidia Awakening, which is made 11,899. This is the story of a female vampire hunter. Her mother was a vampire hunter who was superhuman abilities, who was killed, and now it's Vitidia's turn to take up the hunt. Well, to go out and hunt vampires. Luna has never known her mother. One morning, it's not Vitidia. One morning at breakfast, she gets the call that her mom has died. Not only that, she finds out that she's part of a line of vampire hunters called Vitida. Being a Vitida means that she has all the vampire strengths and none of their weaknesses, as long as she doesn't give in to the lust. What are you backing? 48 pages of graphic novel that are awesome. And it looks pretty good. Some great artwork there. All right, you can let's see the price of this book. The Hunger, 35 USD. Left Alive, The Vampire, 35. The right one in. Let's see this. Vitidia Awakening PDF, Vitidia Awakening free US system. Read all the all-new original graphic novel, Vitidia Awakening. This tier, you get the graphic novel in physical and digital form, full-color European square-bound novel. Looks good. I like it. Some great artwork. That's Vitidia. Great. All right, let's go down here. There's Cash Grab, which has made $252,340. So that's good right there. You can still back this book, and you can have several different covers to back. You have that Lilith cover here, which was, well, I would like to get this cover, but I already backed it months ago, so I can't back out of it, so I'm getting this cover. You also have this stuff. You can also get the Dirtworm Doug, Dirtworm Doug ash can. You can also get this cover here. It's funny. And here's the art from Dirtworm Doug. It's a good looking book. Now, backing this, there are a variety of perks. You can back each book individually, or you can get the 3-book combo where you get the Cecil Pete and the regular Cash Grab and the Dirtworm Doug book all put together for $75. But you can also get for $100 a 4-book combo, which comes with every cover, as well as the Dirtworm Duck Ash Can as well, which just all of it looks good. Here's the sample from Cash Grab, and this all looks good. Cash Grab has made quite a bit of money, and it looks funny as hell. Go back at it. It's just a good looking book. All right, what else? 4 minutes in. Not too bad. Maybe I'll go look over here, and let's go to video games. Kingdoms of the World, Sunhaven. A game of the fittest. A thrilling party game to play with friends and spread the likes of Among Us. Don't starve. Let's look at this. The fittest.
Hello, everybody. I am an 18-year-old solo game designer / developer currently working on a title named The Fittest, a game of deceit. It's a traditional party game, but also a traditional survival game, inspired by Rust, Among Us, Don't Starve, and Town of Salem. Okay, so what am I going to spend the money on? What do I need from this? What do I need from you? Well, first and foremost, I need cloud servers for people to deceive each other on, and those servers cost a lot of money. I also need, more importantly, money for marketing the game, because for my last 2 games, I've only gone by word of mouth. I only told my friends, and they told their friends, and it just kind of stops there. In this game, for this game, I would like to put a very big focus on marketing, so that more people play the game. I hope you consider funding this project, and I wish you a good day.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. All right, not much to it and stuff like that. Let's just move on to something else. All right, let's see this. Let's go. We could take a look at Sunhaven. We have to look at that. It's made 86,300. It's now running through in demand. Right. We can also look over here. See anything over here? A little more. The Bound of Raising Legends, adventure game and cooperative platformer. 0% funded. 33 days to go. Let's see what they got here. It's not too bad. The game looks fair. It needs more development, but it looks fair. Let's go look at some other stuff because I kind of want to have some more fun. All right, there's Fry Makers. Yeah, let's look at this again. I love this one. It's a Fry Makers, the infinitely replayable indie platform fighter where you play as different characters from indie games and have them fight each other. Let's take a look at it. It's made 278,000. It has 4 days to go, and it's just making more and more money. That's Fry Makers. Looks pretty good. You can easily afford this game. Let's go to get the prices. Pledge $1 more, $5 extra special links, $20 to Fry Makers. Digital copy of Fry Makers, backers Discord channels, and developer Q&As. Naming the credits game and the line tags, supporters and backers on March 2022. Looks good. Only $20 and get basically this game. It looks like fun as hell, I gotta say. Yeah. Go back Fry Makers and stuff. But it's on Kickstarter. If you don't want to support Kickstarter, if you don't want to support Kickstarter, I can understand why. All right, let's go over here. Let's go over here now. Sovereign Wolf Clan Destiny. Let's look at the trailer. That's Sovereign Wolf Clan Destiny. Looks like a great looking comic book. I'd love to get a copy of it, man. It looks really good. The art is great. There are several different variant covers you can back. You can get the Bad Moon Rising cover. You can get the Alpha cover. And you get the Ferocious 5 cover. It looks all good. You can see the Bad Moon Rising cover has John Sovereign on it, and he just looks awesome. Yeah, Sovereign Wolf Clan Destiny looks like a great book. It's made $11,442. It's got 8 days left on its first 30 days, so it's probably going to get another 30 days. Let's check out these updates. Number 6. John Sovereign is it? What's this book about exactly? John Sovereign is an intern for Neocrom, the largest, most successful genetic engineering company in the world. But when he witnesses a gruesome event, he'll discover a secret world where shape-shifting heroes battle experimental monstrosities, interdimensional demons, genetically enhanced military, repo men, and ancient gods. For the fate of humanity, will he fall to these newly discovered evils, or will he embrace the beast within and become the hero he was destined to be? Find him, John Sovereign Wolf Clandestine, the first installment. Yeah. Looks good. Yeah, and look at this artwork. Whew. There, that looks pretty good. Let's see, an hour and 15 minutes in. Let's go check out my own Indiegogo now. Let's go to Scumdogs. Let's go check it out. Yeah. It's right here and stuff.
Bored without any great comic books to read as you're falling through the depths of space? Then come read Scumdogs. It's one hell of a great comic book. You're just going to love it. And unlike the blue-haired land whales or the purple land whales, you won't get anything like a stupid politics. You can hear it on the wind. Scumdogs. Just a great comic. Just barging down your door, destroying all the little purple bastards' brains, screaming. That's Scumdogs. You'll see the amazing sights of people running past gigantic, bizarre pictures, with bizarre happenings and great stories that'll make you just love the story. You'll get characters like Sloppy here, Hair Metal Doctor, Miss Breasty Melons, and you'll also get Murdermouth as well as the ultimate character, Deathbug. Yes, Deathbug, and you'll see him fight his arch enemy, Buick Starcode, who leads his team into space versus the Wild Rangers in epic battles against the Scumdogs. You'll get characters like Hair Metal Doctor fighting Beach Pounder in an epic battle with Blast Tank along as well, firing off his missiles in an epic showdown that will leave you grasping and wanting more. That's Scumdogs. Go and back it on Indiegogo. You'll get 3 covers. You'll get this cover here that's just awesome, the 90s violent muscle cover. You'll get this one where basically a parody of of the characters just working at a burger joint. Okay. You also get 3 covers, as well as the cover with them just chasing down purple land whales. Okay, little purple bastards. But it's going to be awesome. Get back these 3 covers on Indiegogo. Back my comic book. You're just going to love it. That's Scumdogs. Come and get it on Indiegogo.
And that was my trailer to my Indiegogo. It looks pretty good. Remember, folks, go over to Indiegogo and basically back my campaign. Just go there, put in on Indiegogo, just put Scumdogs in. It'll take you to my pre-launch page. And the first 100 backers get a free poster of Buick Starpoon added to their order. Well, get a free poster of Buick Starpoon. All right, I looked at that. Now we're an hour and 18 minutes in. I'm going to thank you all for joining me. We had a pretty fun time with this live stream, haven't we? And we have 7 likes. Thank you for hitting that like button, folks. And remember, please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics They're Bad For You, okay? As well as make sure you're still subscribed, and please hit that like button, as well as please share this video out on social media. Share it out on Twitter. Share it out on Facebook. And remember, Read Comics They're Bad For You. The there is misspelled. It's THERE, so it's easier to find. Now, also, please go and subscribe to Stitch Together Picks. Stitch Together Picks is a YouTube channel that deserves far more subscribers. His videos are great, and it's hosted by the Maniacal Cinephile, and you're going to love his channel. As well as go over to Creepy Little Book. Creepy Little Book is like the Art Bell radio show. He does these small videos he does these small videos that talk about weird and strange things that go on in the world. As well as basically doing live streams every night around past 12 o'clock. That's Creepy Little Book. You're going to love watching his live streams. He talks about aliens and ghosts and high strangeness. It's just fun. As well as remember also to go over to Twitch as well as on YouTube and subscribe to Robot Co-op. Robot Co-op is a YouTube channel as well as a Twitch channel that is fun. They do these live streams with these robot puppets, and they have fun as hell playing video games. That's Robot Co-op. And remember, folks, go over to Indiegogo and basically, back my own graphic novel that's in a pre-launch phase, Scumdogs. Just go to Indiegogo, put Scumdogs in. It'll take you to my pre-launch page, and the first 100 backers will get a free poster of Buick Starpoon. And also, folks, remember, I'll be back again tomorrow around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock for another live stream, so be sure to come back again then. Or maybe 5:30, 8:30, or 10 or 11 for another live stream. So be sure to come back again tomorrow. I'm Chris Williams from the Scumdogs Kennel. Thank you all for joining me. We had some fun.